Hormone's Final Madness. Good day everybody, welcome to Hormone's Vinyl Madness episode 32. I've got my cup of tea in my Man Flu cup. No, I don't have the Man Flu at the moment, but it's just one of my favourite cups, you know. I'll make a good cup of tea, I tell you. Went to a new record store that opened up in Perth metro area last week. It opened up about a month ago, but I went there last week. It's called Roundabout Records Vinyl Cafe. Excellent little shop. All the normal things that you get in a cafe, coffee, tea and all other drinks and food, and of course vinyl records. And it's got an old school barber shop at the back as well, which was very cool. So I got a few records, and the first one is an addition to my Rolling Stones collection, the 1969 release. This is a reissue of that album, Get Your Ya-Ya's Out, the Rolling Stones in concert. This sounds great. They've done a nice job with the remastering of this album, and it's on 180 gram vinyl, which I love, and this sounds great. Bill Wyman makes the odd mistake. I think he's not quite with it, but generally he plays good, you know. It's nice and tight, actually tighter than I thought the album would be. They play quite well. The next album is 1974 Ringo Starr album, Goodnight Vienna. I've only heard one side of this. I liked all of the songs bar one. That was very droneful, but besides that, good album. Quite liked it. It's on Apple label. The vinyl's in good condition. This is an original release. It's a bit floppier, but nevertheless in good condition. I'm slowly getting Ringo's albums on vinyl, and I haven't got his new album yet, but I'm sure I'll get it soon. I just have to wait and see if Santa brings me it. If he doesn't, then I'll get it after Christmas. If not, then Santa will give it to me, you know. There's the inner sleeve, all your lyrics and everyone that's on the album, I would imagine. I was pleased to get that. I paid $15 Australian for that, which isn't bad considering it's in good condition.
Love, who wants to play? I want a girl
The next one I'm going to show you is a bootleg I got, a John Lennon one, the Willowbrook rehearsals. So I'm figuring this is the rehearsals for the Live in New York City concerts that he did, and it's nice and raw. I like it, it's good, and it's on nice white vinyl on Blackbird Records. So that's a double album, a nice historic piece there. I don't have a lot of bootlegs, so I was pleased to get that, and I couldn't not buy that. And it's in good nick too, so that's good. And I think it's with the Elephant's Memory, is it, band there? I don't know, my memory's letting me down. I think that's what they were called, or the Plastic Ono band, I guess. Yeah, so John Lennon, Willowbrook rehearsals. The next one is an album I looked at on my previous trip and I didn't get it, and this time I did. And it's called, it's the Killers' new album. What's it called? Wonderful, Wonderful. Not a bad album, typical of Killers. It's nothing really new, I guess. It's new stuff, but gatefold. Nevertheless, good album, I liked it. On nice heavy 180 gram vinyl on Island Records. And that gets along nicely. Hope to get all their stuff on vinyl. The next one, I thought this would have been a lot newer than what it is, but it's 1970, I believe. David Bowie, The Man Who Sold the World. The Squeak really likes this album, I did too. It's not overly commercial, but it's still very groovy, I liked it. And this is a reissue on Parlophone. Remastered heavyweight 180 gram vinyl on Parlophone. There's the Parlophone label there. You really do feel like you've got hold of something when you've got these 180 grams. They're nice. I don't know whether they sound better or not. You could argue that sort of thing until the cows come home, couldn't you? But I feel like you've got hold of something. I really like it. So that's a good album. David Bowie, The Man Who Sold the World. The next one, I've looked at this album a few times and picked it up, looked at it, put it down. I thought, I do want to collect them, and I finally got it, and it's the debut James Bond movie and soundtrack, Got to Know. This is terrific. I put this on when I was doing a bit of housework, and it sounded really good. Really good. 1962 recording. I believe it's recorded in Hollywood, California. It's on nice heavy, it's a reissue, it's on nice heavy vinyl, and it really does sound good. Terrific recording. I would imagine it was pretty live, and that's how they were able to get such a good recording on it. The less overdubs you did back in those days with tape, when you're only using 2-3 track, maybe at best 4 track, the better the end result was, because you're not getting different generations, you're not bouncing, ping-ponging back and forth. Anyway, the last but not least album is Volume 2 of Rhubarb Jam. We got Volume 1 before New Year, and we played it New Year's Eve. Miss Squeak and I had a party for 2 here, which we usually do on New Year, and we played that album as well as many others. We had a great night. And this is album 2 that Dylan from Rhubarb Records record shop, he also has a label, Rhubarb Records, and he's put this out. It's all Perth, West Australian artists, and both albums are excellent, really well put together, good sound. We really do have some great artists here in Perth, I have to say. and of course the Oompah Roundabout's one of them. We're not on this one though, but we are hoping to get on volume 3, or I am hoping to get on volume 3, and this record is a beautiful swirl. I don't know if you can, it does look okay on, look at that, beautiful, but in real life it actually looks really nice. I don't know if it's 180 gram, it might be actually, it's close to it, it feels quite solid, but good sound and a nice swirl. So that's Rhubarb Jam. So if you want any of these Rhubarb albums, he does have more than just 2. He has these 2 compilations, but he's got a few other artists on his label from Perth. Just go on his Facebook, Rhubarb Records Facebook page, and I'm sure you'll be able to find out how to get hold of a copy or any of the artists on his label from there, Rhubarb Records. Check that out on Facebook and support some very low paid West Australian artists. Okay, that's it. I'm keeping it short and sweet. This is Hormone House saying thank you to all the subscribers out there, all the new ones and old ones. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. I'm going to try and get back to a weekly release of Hormone's Vinyl Madness. So get back onto it again. Thanks for watching. This is Hormone House saying see you later. Ciao.